Yeah, many city governments are, putting a lot of funds into innovations, R&D. You see, you know, China potentially will have an Apple.
No, of course, of course. There are 1,300,000,000 Chinese. They're graduating 4 or 5 times as many engineers every year as America is. No, China's going to have all sorts of things, everything you can think of. And I cannot think of, none of us, most of us cannot think of what's going to happen in the next 20 or 30 years. But a lot of that's going to be coming out of China because China's got this huge market. They've got the assets, they've got the capital, and now they're developing the brain power as well. For the last 2 or 3,000 years, most of those centuries, the Chinese have been the dominant economy in the world. Don't sell the Chinese short. They're a lot smarter than most of us.
Assuming your predictions sort of turn become true, we go into global recession or even depression. So what do you think would happen to China? Because like you say, it's 10% of Japan, EU, and US combined. So it's
Right, China will certainly be affected. They cannot escape it. In the 1920s, America was the rising kid on the block. They were the new great power, the great rich country. But in the 30s, they suffered more than many European countries, even though they were the great dynamic rising power, partly because everybody defaulted on the debts to America. So China will be affected. Do not think that China can escape what's going to happen in the West. They will be affected in a big way. Now, I'd rather be in Asia than in the West in a time like that. In the West is going to be social unrest, riots, civil war perhaps in many countries. No, I'd much rather be in China. Even if there's civil war in China, I'd rather be in China than in the West with what's coming. But we're all going to suffer. No, there's no way to escape it.
any precaution to take some certain measures or steps to, not to be in this, worsening state.
Well, I mean, you could move to...
You sell U.S. Treasury away, or...
I would certainly, I don't know, I would not own U.S. treasuries even with your money, much less with my money. No, I would certainly not. I wouldn't have too many assets in the U.S. I own U.S. dollars at the moment, but I don't have too many assets in the U.S. If you're looking for ways to escape, I think that was the word you used, you should think about South America, Africa. Those are countries that will be probably not so badly affected by social unrest and upheaval, but they have a lot of natural resources. They have things that the world needs and the world is running out of. So if you can find some of those well-managed, neutral or safer countries, and you want to sit out bad times, that could be a way to do it. And you might make a huge fortune, because most people are not going to South America or Africa. Most people are leaving Africa and those continents. There are great opportunities there. I'd rather be in Asia. I'm in Asia. My children are in Asia. We're here. But there are great opportunities elsewhere if you're worried about hard times or strife, and even in Asia. There are other places to go.